I'm a student from China. I received a elementary school and middle school education in China, and then come to the United States to start high school and the university eduation right now. The experience in the process of my study also made me decide to choose education as a major. The education that made me feel the least powerful and at the same time of the most powerful is Chinese style education. Where is the greatest success of Chinese education? My answer to this question is that every parent is trying to send their children to receive the education, and their children should study. Reading is a shortcut that can change their people and their future. In China, which is still a developing country, um, there is still a lot of poverty outside the city, in the suburbs or the countryside, remote areas. To be able to go to school, some children even need to work 1 to 2 hours a day to go to school to get rid of poverty and improve their um, quality of life no matter where they are. Many parents will do whatever it takes to get a good education for their children. Going to a middle school in China is the same as in the United States, where the schools are ranked assigned based on this distance. I was resized to a middle school near my home, but unfortunately, the geographical environment of this school is not very good. It is messy and unsafe. My mom could only send me to others middle school through connections and donation. Um, this matters is allowed because some parents also get off these possessions in this way to choose another good school that is more suitable for them. But my friend is really lucky because her home is really close to mine, but she was assigned directly to this same middle school. After I went to a middle school, my mind gradually began to realize many things. I live in a Huadu distance, a city um, equivalent to California, a city some distance from the city center downtown, but in this small city, you may not believe it, the population have reached near to 1 million because there are many people from a different place living here. They all left their hometown and moved to this city to find a better job and a better research. But it is not easy to get a research from so many people. In such a place with many people, first competition and high pressure, compassions of often um, often encourage. This situation often encouraged in a family where parents always compare their children with other children. Social competence, grades, and some mistakes will turn into a strong accusations or even a condemnations, making it difficult for ordinary children to build a self confident. The reason is that many parents are always influenced by their organized family and grow up in a subspecies environment. This kind of the parents are used to their parents' education methods, even if they are suppressed. They have been they have been subtly affected, so they have many ways to educate their children. Mainly similarly, not only that, but the old saying, spare the rug, spoil the children, still exists today, which mean to desist, to which mean to discipline a children that corporally punishment. I believe many students are deeply taught. The second is that parents place too high expectations on their children's future and regard grades as the most important thing. Compared with education in the United States, there is a bit different. Many children have many children here can have a normal conversation with their parents. This is also what Chinese children expect. As mentioned earlier, as mentioned earlier, the population of Huadu district have surged almost 1 million people, and they come from other city, so their household registers is still in other place. As for children from other place, their score in the school instrument exceptional is are more higher than those of a local student. The reason is because the the city will try to ensure that the census number of a local can go to a high school, but the request score is so high, so that's I think it is an unfair policy, because in the school instead exceptional, the ranking gate of 1 point difference will be really large, let alone a dozen of scores. I don't like this kind of suppresses education very much, but luckily came to the U.S. day, and you can go to a background without a report to a teacher in class. The teacher will not bring you and will not ask why you do not go to a bathroom during the break. You no longer need to worry about other people and how they look at you. You no longer need to wear a uniform to school, and you can wear different clothes every day. Discussing with my classmates and the teachers made me read examining my thinking. This is always the reason why I decided to choose education as a major, because I want to understand the growing process of the children here, how parents respect their children, how they get along with each other, and what kind of the environments they live in that make them confident and self-loving today. I want to redress myself, but also for the sake of my children in the future, because I don't want my children to be educated in the depressed and oppressed way. I also don't want to be like my parents and let the children have a bad childhood. I want my children to be able to see other as role models, to constantly improve themselves and not to belittle others. I want to put it more fomentary. If I could, I would like to be able to return to my culture to create a more positive learning environment for children in the future, where they recognize the strengths and the weakness of different education style, a system, and works toward improvement that benefits all students.